Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Roland.
And I'm Dad.
Together we are
R.A.D
Reviews.
Ooh, that was even better. We get them in sync once in a while.
Hey guys.
So we're back.
It's been a while.
It's been a little while.
Uh-huh.
We needed to focus on school a bit. And
Yeah.
grades were more important than doing videos.
Yeah,
so we had
so
to take a little bit of
yeah.
break. But we're doing better now, right?
Yep.
And we're just in time. What did we go do?
Today we went and saw a new movie that came out.
Yep.
We went and saw the Minecraft movie.
That's right.
What's
Minecraft?
Minecraft is a video game.
A video game? Get out of town.
What?
It's a video game? What's the video game about? I've never heard of Minecraft. Tell me what the video game is about.
The video game is about creativity and surviving and creating new lands and
it takes place on
exploring
on Mars. Does it take place
mining and crafting?
Oh, okay. Where does it take place?
It takes place in
a
peaceful world.
Kind of peaceful, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not peaceful.
Not at night.
Not at night.
Not at night.
Yeah. So the movie takes place. Is the movie about the game, or does the movie take place in the game?
The movie is based on the game.
Right, but it's the game in the movie. The game doesn't really exist. It's just the land they go to, right?
Yeah, the movie.
So nobody knows what Minecraft
They created a movie about the game if the game happened later on, after the movie took place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I can see that.
That's pretty cool.
I kind of, what it kind of resembled to me was, what is it? Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah. Jumanji.
Jumanji. Thank you. It kind of reminded me of Jumanji, where it starts in a human world, but they get transferred into the Minecraft game, but they don't necessarily know what the Minecraft game is. Mm-hmm. They just get sent to this world and they have to learn how to kind of traverse it, right?
Yeah. Well, let's go over the cast.
Okay.
There's been obviously a lot of trailers up on YouTube. I don't know if some of you guys have seen that, but
who's the main star?
If not, so the main star, of course, from the trailers, if you haven't seen, Jack Black plays Steve.
Yep.
The classic quote, "I am Steve."
And you'll know Jack Black from Goosebumps. He's
also in Jumanji.
Yeah. And then School of Rock is a fun older movie that he plays
Kung Fu Panda.
He does the voice of Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
So who's the other main star?
So other characters that you can see in the trailers are like Jason Momoa, who plays a character named Garbage Man Garrison.
Mm-hmm. And he's a video game champion. That's kind of
right.
But he's kind of a washed up grown up.
Yeah.
His heyday was in 1989 when he was the best video game player. So
and then another.
And if you don't know who that is, he plays
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Yeah. Another character, Emma Myers, who plays a character named Natalie. You might know Emma Myers from the Wednesday series. She plays Enid. She's the werewolf.
Yeah. I actually recognized her, but I couldn't remember what she played in, so that's good that you refreshed my memory.
Danielle Brooks plays a character named Dawn. Her character is...
Oh, this one? Yeah.
Yeah, her character was...
Well, she's a real estate agent, and she throws a mobile petting zoo, which is kind of weird, but she's just... She gets thrust into the game kind of accidentally. And then...
Sebastian Eugene plays a character named Henry in this movie.
And Henry is her brother.
Henry is Natalie, Emma Myers' brother.
Yeah. And then, don't say her yet.
Okay.
So say these ones down here.
These aren't casted. They don't have characters.
Well, no, they probably... One of them must have done the voice of the evil pig lady. There had to have been one that was the evil pig lady.
Maybe this one, or...
So, pretty much all the other characters in the movie are Minecraft characters.
Yeah.
And
let's just say
so you don't get to see their face. They just do the voices.
Jennifer Coolidge plays a vice principal in this movie.
Yep. And if you some of the older viewers, she is Stifler's mom from the American Pie, which he's too young to know that. And she's on a bunch of new commercials. She does a bunch of commercials. Really funny female comedian. So
the only other character, I don't know who Nitwit is.
That was the pig guy.
The pig guy?
Yeah, the one, he was like the number one pig guy. And those were, what do they call those things? They're the pig people from the Nether, right?
Later, so one of the things that I didn't understand, so this movie takes place, or let's just explain the movie real quick. So the movie, they start off in their real world, the humans, and they're going over the characters and about their lives. And then they end up...
Well, Steve gets sucked into the movie. He gets sucked into the game
Steve in the beginning of the movie is a boy who...
dreams of being a
miner.
Yep. And then when he gets older, he finally becomes a miner, and he
finally goes in and he finds a cube. He puts it together into the crystal.
Sucks him
in. It sucks him in. There's like another portal, but it's blue, so it's obviously not.
But then
one from the movie.
He gets stuck there for a while until later.
One of the only things that's not... So that crystal, the cube, isn't an item in the game, but it's the way they kind of alluded.
They have to make a story somehow, right?
Yeah.
So then later, the video game champion from '89, and then the girl and her brother, and then the real estate agent, they get sucked into the game, and then with Steve, they've got to save their way.
So the humans end up getting sucked into the game, and
what do they call them? They call them rounders or roundies.
What?
That's what because they're not squared, they're called roundies or something like that.
Oh.
That's what the evil pig lady calls them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk a little bit?
Well, no, you're doing a good job. I mean, we don't want to give away the whole movie.
So I want to try and explain some more. So the original bad guy, or the original main villain from the original movies, which didn't have any parts... Movies? Not the movies.
Oh.
The original villain from the original game was the Ender Dragon. Was the main big boss. Well, piglins, these piglins that were the bad guys in this movie...
Yeah.
They were introduced into the game like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, that's fine.
But the game...
The bad person in the movie is the evil pig queen.
Right, but the piglin brews, that's what I call them, from the game.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that's...
more newer bad guy.
You see some other bad creatures from the game, like those things that fly and shoot fire. I forget those. Gas. And then also the black guy with the purple eyes, who you can't look him in the eyes. What's that?
Endermans.
So Endermans are in there too.
Yeah.
But in this movie, the worst, the bad person is the evil pig queen, and she's got all these piglins that do what she says. They're like her. So let's move on to our. Let's talk about what we give it first, and then we'll talk about our favorite parts and our least favorite parts.
We'll do that. We'll do our ratings first, our favorite part, our least favorite part, and then we'll talk parent side. All right.
So you want to go first with the rating?
Yeah. So if because it's been a while, I'll go over it one more time. Full thumbs up if we loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Half a thumbs up if we liked it. Fist bump if it was just okay. Yep. Half a thumbs down if we didn't really like it. Full thumbs down if we hated it. So.
Have you picked what you want to do yet?
Yeah.
You want to go first?
I'm giving it a full thumbs up.
Okay.
So, and I'll explain why. The movie, I had when I walked in, I had not very good hopes for it, because the trailers even show you that the movie's probably going to be a joke to the game.
Like making fun of it.
Yes.
Okay. So
whole movie
it did better. It did better than you were expecting. So
the story, they stretched it out farther than the actual trailers, and that's where I think I kind of liked it.
The trailer's only 2.5 minutes long. That would.
So it was kind of like 30 minutes in the real world, hour and a half in the game, and 30 minutes in the real world at the end. From beginning, game,
Oh,
end.
I see. Yeah.
Piece, part, piece.
Right. Okay. All right, you ready for me?
Yeah.
I am going to give it just a fist bump.
Just a fist bump.
Just a fist bump. I didn't have any expectations at all. So I didn't expect it to be great.
And I thought you would give it higher. I mean, I honestly thought it was more than I hoped for, you know?
To me, it was just garnish. The story was kind of a bummer. There wasn't anything really special to the story. The acting was, to me, it was there wasn't a lot of takes, so the acting could have been better on almost everybody's part. The CGI for being in the Minecraft game, I thought was really good.
Yeah.
That part was good, but I just thought the story was boring and it was very forgettable. And
I think it was a great story, more that they stretched it out.
We don't have to. We're not fighting about it. You can think what you want. To me, it's a movie I could have never seen, and do you think if you were more into Minecraft, you would have probably liked it more? No, I mean I actually love Minecraft. Right. It's my that movie was probably the best thing that they could do to make it a movie. I imagine it must have been difficult to think of something really amazing and creative with the Minecraft. So I don't know. It was just, to me, it was just okay. Yeah. I mean, it was a garnish. It was just there. I found myself entertained through the movie, but at the same time, I wasn't super excited. I chuckled a few times. I laughed a few times. I cried a few times. Cried? No, just no sad parts. But so, what was your favorite part? Talk about your favorite part.
So there were some. I actually remember now. So I would have to go down the list. The whole movie was great, but the one funniest part and unexpected that we both laughed at.
Okay, which was what?
Was the piglins devouring that pink sheep.
That was funny.
Were
they the piglins or no? That was the zombies. It was the zombies.
The zombies.
They were zombies in the background eating the pink sheep. I actually forgot about that, and I do agree. I think that was the.
They were ripping them apart.
Yeah, that was
so violent.
That was the
poor pink sheep.
And he was screaming. That was a funny part. So, but that wasn't my favorite part. All right, what was your least favorite part? And I want you to say.
Mine just died on us.
Oh man, how are we gonna fix that? We're up here. We may have to set it down. Let's see what we can do here. Let's do this.
It's still going, right?
It is still going.
Alright.
Let's set it down here. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. It's been such a while I didn't charge my my gimbal, so there we go. That'll work. Yeah. We might be a little off-centered still, so we'll just have to be like this.
Tell me. So
I want to hear your least favorite.
My least favorite part.
Because I have a gut feeling I know what it is.
My least favorite part. I'm trying to remember. I did it. So after watching the movie, right away, I knew my favorite part and my least favorite part. Because I was keeping track of those.
I thought
my least favorite part, I would have to give it to some of the right.
Oh, how was it? Go.
Okay, so the unnecessary part with the vice principal. So
this is the
you've seen the trailer where if you've seen the most recent trailer where a villager ends up going into the real world, and then he gets hit by the car. I'll show you the clip after, but that's the scene where the villager walks out across the street and he gets hit by the car.
And that's the
happens to be the vice principal, unfortunately.
And that's the gal.
And it goes a little too far.
The vice principal is the gal who played Stifler's mom.
Right.
And I described that. But okay, so it was her whole part was your least favorite.
Not her whole part. So the scene from the trailer where he ends up getting hit by the car, they could have just ended it there. Okay. She could have took him to the hospital or something.
So you want to know my favorite part?
Yes, what's your favorite part?
My favorite part was
the sheep.
No. That was the funniest part. My favorite part in the whole movie was the vice principal and the villager.
Seriously?
It was such a random thing.
I know, it's like so random. That's why I didn't.
It's like a little side thing going on, and I thought that was hilarious. So that was my favorite part of the movie. My least favorite, and are you ready? This you wouldn't have guessed this.
What?
The whole beginning of the movie was my least favorite part.
I like the beginning where they introduced the characters.
No. I'm talking about like before I even got comfortable in my seat and started eating popcorn. Steve was already getting sucked into the Minecraft, so I felt like they didn't really tell much.
Did you
of a
not
story.
see the part where he's like, as a child, I yearned for the lens? I saw that,
but it didn't last too long. So my least favorite part of the movie was. I almost felt like they didn't really introduce the characters very well. So that was it.
I would say one of the most thought out parts of the movie, and this is probably most people's answer, is the way they did the actual Minecraft world or land, even like the animals and the mobs. Mm-hmm. That was perfect CGI, the way they did it.
Really good CGI. I gotta agree with that. So real quick, let me talk to the parents. Cruisin, our little one, he's 5 now. His little brother.
And one of the other things I noticed. So there was a couple bad words from the trailer, but they fixed those when they did the movie.
Yep. Okay. So. Right. So we took Cruisin' watched the whole movie at 5. Yeah. There's not one bad word in the movie.
In the trailer there was.
Well, there wasn't one in the movie. There wasn't one inappropriate scene. There was a couple innuendos that grown-ups would understand, but kids would not grasp. So for the parents who want to take your kids, I say any age. If you want to take from 3 up, I think the young kids would enjoy looking at all the colors and the land. I think the fact that Cruisin likes playing Minecraft with us, it caught his attention. He really enjoyed watching it. And for adults, it was fine. I mean, the whole thing was totally clean. So if you want to take your kids and drop them off and let them watch it without you, you can. If you want to hang out and watch it.
I think one of the other things, do you agree with this too? It was a fun movie.
Yeah, it was, like I said, it was garnish. It was, to me, it kept my attention the whole way through, but it wasn't the greatest movie at all. So that's... Right. So, what else we got to do?
In credit scenes, there is one, and...
Well, there's kind of 2. There's like at the very beginning of the credits, they show a little scene on the side, remember? Yeah. And then there's one at the very tail end. So,
so stay till the very end of the credits.
Is it worth it?
Yes, it's worth it.
Okay. Stay till the end, as he says.
If you're Minecraft fans, stay till the end.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so we got a full thumbs up and a half a thumbs up.
And I want to go over movies coming up real quick. Karate Kid Legends.
Okay.
Which is probably going to be our next movie. How to Train Your Dragon live action.
I'm excited. You better keep your grades up because I want to go see that one.
Right.
The good news is when his grades had dropped, all we missed was Snow White, and I don't care that we missed it.
Yeah, I'm so
we missed a couple things, but Snow White was the only big one, and we didn't get to go see it. Yeah. So we got what else? What else we have coming out? There's some new Avenger movies.
New Marvel movies. Next year, alluding to like. So the next 2 years will be packed with more Marvel movies.
Of course.
But I would say this year, Fantastic Four: First Steps, Thunderbolts, and I don't know really anymore.
Well, we'll try. We're gonna try to get to the premieres, which means for us getting to it Thursday night.
Yeah.
So that way Thursday night we can get you guys a review, and then you can decide Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to go see.
And one of the other things that I want to throw out there just real quick, kids in the theater who are Minecraft fans behind us, I heard them say it too, but so there was pigs in the movie. Cause
I don't remember.
There was one pig that walked by and he had a crown on his head.
Oh yeah.
That's relation to a YouTuber named Technoblade.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. You said you saw some cameos from some YouTubers.
It looked like there was one cameo from a YouTuber, but so the YouTuber Technoblade was a Minecraft creator.
Right.
He passed away of cancer.
I didn't know that.
Maybe like a couple of years ago.
So was this like a tribute to him?
Yeah, a tribute kind of.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for this one. Well, we appreciate you guys watching.
Yep. Make sure to like, subscribe,
Please
and
subscribe.
leave comments.
Please, his numbers are getting up there, so it's.
I have 111 now. Thanks all of you guys for watching our videos.
Let's see if we can get them to 1,000. Okay.
Yep.
All right, guys.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thanks. We'll see you on the next one.